Going back to the getting lean thing, there was this news article I saw recently. YouTube is to limit recommendations of certain health and fitness videos to teenagers, including those which may idealize certain body types. It says 13 to 17-year-old users will still be able to search for and view fitness-related content, but will not be encouraged into repeated viewing of similar videos. YouTube says it is acting because of concerns that repeated exposure to such material can lead young people to develop negative beliefs about themselves. The platform says this will no longer be offered for teens when they can view certain types of content, including videos that compare physical features and idealizes some types over others, videos idealizing specific fitness levels or body weights, videos displaying social aggression in the form of non-contact fights and intimidation. The measures were being taken after its Youth and Families Advisory Committee found that teens are more likely than adults to form negative beliefs about themselves when seeing repeated messages about ideal standards in content they consume online. What do you think of that?
I think it's very stupid because, and if YouTube's watching, I love you guys as a platform, but this is dumb because think about it like this. Okay, fitness might influence a teenager to do steroids, let's say. I have a video coming out on that. But the music videos that are dudes swinging guns or, I don't know, idolizing weird things that like, there's always conspiracy behind like crazy, you know, music videos and stuff. And I don't care what it looks like, but that can just as well influence a teenager to go try smoking pot or go hang out with the wrong crowd or something. Like you could be influenced by literally anything. And also, I think this is why I don't think it's going to happen, because the amount of money that fitness CPMs in fitness are well, they're not the best, but they are probably one of the top.
They're not
10.
tech or finance.
They're not tech or finance, but they're right there, dude. Like right below it on the next tier.
There's so many supplement CPGs.
Exactly. Yeah. So YouTube is shooting themselves in the foot because there's so much content that's just good, healthy.
I wonder how much is derived from 13 to 17-year-olds age brackets. That's a good point.
Or everyone's just going to lie about their age and nothing's going to change and they're going to make new accounts.
I do think you're right that
I think the advertising is they're way too lucrative on advertising on these videos. I mean, dude, I'm getting like 5 million views, 1 million to 5 million views on every video. You're going to cut my ads? Good for you. You're going to make no money. I'm going to go freaking start a Patreon.
Yeah. Like the negative beliefs thing seems odd given that we just went through a body positivity movement that was glorifying people being big. So it's okay. So not only are we glorifying fat people, we're also now limiting your ability to see people who might actually be fit. I mean, think about the entire generation, mine into yours. I was the start of it with sort of Ziz, Matt Ogus, then bleeding down, I guess, into the Matt Does Fitness, sort of Mike Thurston type stuff, now into your era. All of us were brought into this because of YouTube.
The weird thing is that, one, I've asked my YouTube rep, like, I'm like, please tell me this is false. And he's like,
oh, so you brought this up?
I straight up sent it to YouTube, one of the employees, and I was like, there's no way this is true, right? Like, I'm like, and if it becomes true, you need to tell me ASAP. He didn't think it's like real. First thing he said was cap, and then I was like, okay, what color hat? I'm kidding. That's a stupid joke. And so he says like he thinks that, and then I sent him that article that you just read, and I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, it just sounds like it wouldn't be like plausible. But hypothetically, let's say it does. This is what's going to happen in the fitness industry. There's going to be a huge divide of people that, I don't want to say that they're not intelligent enough, but they're not, let's say, social networking aware enough to adapt.
To be able to bypass it.
They're going to be like, oh, fuck this. I'm going to keep doing what I want. And it's just going to hurt themselves. It's a really dumb mindset.
How many people that are 13 to 17 are watching your videos?
Dude, as I get bigger, it's getting more and more.
Interesting.
There's like kids, I'll be at the grocery store and they're like, I see you on TikTok and stuff. And I'm like, all right, I'm watching. I'm like, what videos you watching, bro?
You're skinny.
But it's like one of those things where, one, I find it hard to believe that'll happen. And if it does, I have the the believability in myself that it's like, I'm good. I'll pivot, bro.
Yeah.
Well, come at me.
Dude, I don't know how big your 13 to 17-year-old fan base is, but I don't know. It's an interesting challenge because I would have been very disempowered, I think. You know, watching YouTube and seeing fitness advice from the internet, it's such woolly language.
Like, what are you gonna do like Jeff Nippard? Like, is Jeff Nippard gonna be censored?
Because it's evidence-based lifting, saying that
it's like, okay, then in every video I'm gonna call a doctor and say this is evidence, right? Yes, thank you, there, check. Send in for review.
Again,
like, there's gonna be, if there's a rule, there's a way around it. That's how I see it.
You've done a million videos with Ronnie Coleman.
Yes.
I get sad when I see him.
Okay.
I mean, I know he's still got the sort of yeah buddy thing, but he's also largely a man that's crippled.
Yeah, you know,
is it tough being around him?
It was something definitely like to get used to at first, because I've shot 5 videos with him total, so I'm with him, you know, and I was with Young LA before Gymshark, and I would be at events with him. Always love seeing him. There's been a few times where it's been like genuinely like I felt very bad, and the few times where it's like I completely forget, and I think almost he's forgetting. He's just like he's just Ronnie, you know. He's very authentic, which is awesome. I have a blast with him every time I see him. The one time where I was like, damn, bro, this is like kind of brutal, like to see, because I mean, he's a legend. He was obviously not crippled at one point and fully thriving. And it was when we were at his gym in Texas, in Dallas, Metroflex Arlington, and the equipment is so damn congested there, and he trains there all the time, so clearly he like does not mind. But his inability to maneuver from just like one area to the next, and everybody's like pausing and waiting.
It's not exactly disabled access.
Yeah.
Approved.
Oh, not at all. It was like horrible setup for him, but like obviously it's his home base where he likes to be, so he feels good. Exactly. I don't want to feel. My biggest thing with anybody I'm ever with, I don't care if you're fucking Dwayne The Rock Johnson or Joe Schmo down the street, I always go into my shoots or like meeting people with just like, what's up, bro? Like there's no difference, because I don't want anyone to ever feel like I look at them in a certain way, or I'm over idolizing them, and that bothers them. Everyone idolizes me, whatever, like, you know what I mean? So I was just, he's Ronnie, he's a dude, you know, whatever. So I didn't want to push boundaries too far. And then another time, we were on a boat and stuff. We were on a yacht. It was Ronnie's fucking yacht in Dubai. And he was just chilling downstairs, and he was very content. And I was like, Ronnie, you want anything? He's just very chilling up there, fucking fist pumping and shit. He was always like a very extroverted person, still is to a degree, but I think it's one of those things where when you talk to him, and you talk to him out, I asked him, do you have any regrets? Any regrets in like what you've done?